Hi everyone, this is Dr. Mandell. Do you know which portion of your body typically deteriorates first as we age? The body starts to communicate with us in subtle ways as we age, such as joint stiffness, loss of balance, and slower motions. The legs are the problem. Yes, your leg muscles typically deteriorate first, and this affects not only your speed, but also your self-reliance, self-esteem, and general quality of life. The good news is that nature has already provided us with nourishing nutrients that can rebuild, restore, and rekindle our leg strength. And now, I'll share with you 6 of the most potent foods that will safely, naturally, and successfully help you build stronger legs. My friends, your legs are one area of your body that you simply cannot afford to ignore as you get older. Yes, your movement is based on your legs. Every day they bear the weight of your complete body, one step at a time. But here's something that most people don't realize until it's too late. Your legs are usually the first to weaken as you age. The legs, the quadriceps, hamstrings, calves, and glutes begin to weaken and shrink before you really realize it. It's not your arms or back. I mean, I do my chores and I walk around the house. Isn't that enough? Regretfully, no. The muscles need to be challenged and stimulated, and that type of activity falls short. And what occurs over time? Upstairs, you start to struggle after walking effortlessly. You move from being able to walk around the block to requiring assistance or a walker, and gradually, your world becomes smaller due to muscle loss rather than aging. Please let me know where you're coming from today before we begin. Please feel free to ask any questions you may have and leave a comment below. Additionally, remember to click the subscribe button and enable notifications so you don't miss any of Senior Health Tips' top health advice. And I want to know whether you're with me if you're now watching. If this video resonates with you, type 1 in the comments section. If not, type 0. Sarcopenia is the name of this ailment, which affects most persons over 60 to some extent. Age-related loss of skeletal muscle mass and strength, known as sarcopenia, can begin as early as your 30s. The worst part is that by the time you reach your 60s, you may lose as much as 3 to 5% of your muscle mass per 10 years, with the legs losing the most. Why? Thus their weight is greater than that of any other muscle group. Every time you stand, walk, get out of a chair, climb stairs, or maintain your balance, you use them. When a muscle is not used sufficiently or is not properly nourished, it deteriorates more quickly the larger the muscle. Additionally, your mobility decreases. Your balance deteriorates, and your chance of falling increases dramatically as your legs begin to weaken. Now consider this. Weak leg muscles, not impaired vision or slick floors, are the main cause of falls among the elderly. Your life could alter if you make a mistake and are unable to stop yourself in time. I've witnessed this far too often. A hip fracture results in surgery, followed by immobilization and, frequently, a permanent loss of independence. Leg weakness is the starting point for everything, but I want you to pay close attention to what I have to say. No matter your age, your body can recover and repair itself. Your muscles react to action, attention, and the food you give them. They have no idea how old you are. By concentrating on their legs and making minor daily adjustments to their diet and movement, I have helped patients far into their 70s and 80s improve their health, and the results have been amazing. They were walking quicker, standing taller. Most importantly, they felt confident again. As you can see, your legs are more than just muscles. They are your independence and the means by which you may stay active, keep up with your social life, go grocery shopping, play with your grandchildren, and even simply get out of bed without incident. You are strong when your legs are strong. The majority of individuals tend to ignore this additional piece of the puzzle. Inactivity isn't the only factor contributing to weak legs. Diet also plays a role. No matter how much you move your muscles, they cannot grow if your body lacks the proper building blocks, proteins, minerals, vitamins, and anti-inflammatory elements. This is particularly true for your legs. Think of your legs like a building. The foundation needs continual reinforcement. It begins to fall apart from the bottom up if you don't provide it with what it requires. The legs need to be fed what they want: protein to develop muscle, potassium to avoid cramps, magnesium to relax muscles, and anti-inflammatory substances to keep tissue from breaking down. And this is the point at which eating becomes important. Everything we need to regain our power has been provided by nature. All we need to do is eat the correct foods. If you're consuming processed meals, refined sweets, and ignoring vital nutrients, you can't expect to have powerful legs. It would be like attempting to construct a house out of decaying wood. Even something as simple as staying hydrated is important. Dehydration leads to muscle fatigue, cramping, and impaired performance. Additionally, many elderly persons do not drink enough water, particularly when taking diuretic drugs or in warmer areas. Your legs are the first to suffer from the perilous cycle of weakness, lightheadedness, and poor circulation that results from that. And the neurological system, another point. Your legs receive information from your brain via nerves. Lack of certain nutrients such as vitamin B12 or omega-3 fatty acids or chronic inflammation weakens that signal, disrupts communication, and causes you to lose strength, speed, and coordination. Many seniors start to shuffle their feet in this way because they are unable to lift their legs as they once could, not because they wish to. However, there is optimism, a lot of hope. Every meal you take can either nourish your strength or feed your weakness, and that's the reality. Your mobility tomorrow will depend on the food you eat today. Imagine now that you begin consuming foods like spinach and pumpkin seeds that are high in magnesium. You start adding high-quality proteins, such as Greek yogurt and eggs. You include anti-inflammatory foods like walnuts, high in omega-3 fatty acids and wild salmon. Beets and leafy greens increase your nitric oxide levels, which helps to enhance circulation. You give your muscles what they need to grow, stay hydrated, and take B vitamins to assist your nerves. What follows? You begin to experience fewer cramps. Your gait feels more stable. You have greater energy when you wake up. You have more walking distance. You can stand longer. You have a greater sense of control. Food has the power to achieve that. Over time, basic consistent action accomplishes that. Therefore, I want you to pledge yourselves something. Don't put off working on your legs until you are unable to walk. Avoid waiting for the pain to manifest. Don't wait until the fall is over. Right now, your legs are begging for your attention. Move in response to them. Provide a nourishing response to them. Respond to them with love for yourself. Rebuilding is always possible. Your legs are prepared. Your body is paying attention. You only need to get started. Much affection. Let's discuss something so straightforward but so potent. Something that literally alters how your body feels, moves, and works, and that sprouts from the ground. And that is spinach. Indeed, the unassuming green leaf that many people ignore or push aside. However, I can assure you that this is among the most restorative, fortifying, and stimulating foods you may consume, particularly as you age. Here's the reality now. Most individuals are unaware that magnesium is necessary for the healthy contraction and function of your muscles, particularly your legs. Yes, exactly. Despite being one of the most vital nutrients for the human body, more than 60% of adults lack adequate amounts of magnesium. And you know what occurs when you are lacking? You're weak. You're worn out. Your legs are cramping. Your body just stops moving the way it used to, and your balance deteriorates. You could believe that this is a typical aspect of aging and that you are simply growing older, but that is untrue. Low magnesium levels may be the cause of several of your symptoms, particularly those in your legs. And one of the best natural sources of this essential mineral is spinach. Consuming spinach gives your muscles the nutrition they require to contract and rest correctly. That is the function of magnesium. It governs the neuromuscular signals between your brain and your muscles. Those signals weaken or become erratic when magnesium levels are low. Leg heaviness, spasms, restless legs, or the sensation that your legs simply don't want to move begin to occur at that point. It's not just your imagination. At the cellular level, a genuine biological reaction is taking place. Potassium, another essential mineral for nerve and muscle function, is abundant in spinach. Magnesium and potassium work together to preserve the electrical gradients that enable muscle contraction. Muscle weakness, exhaustion, and even irregular heart rhythms can occur when your body is low in potassium, which can happen easily if you take diuretics, perspire a lot, or don't eat enough vegetables. This one vegetable, spinach, provides you with iron, potassium, and magnesium, all of which are essential for the movement of oxygen to your leg muscles because, as you may recall, muscles require oxygen to work. Your red blood cells cannot carry enough oxygen when you are iron deficient. This results in poor endurance, sluggishness, and tiredness, particularly in the major muscular groups and legs. Let me give you a straightforward explanation. Think of your legs as an engine. Clean fuel, nourishment, electrical wiring, nerves, and oxygen circulation are all necessary for that engine. The engine begins to splutter if those three don't cooperate. It finally stalls and is unable to accelerate or drive upward. All three are supported by spinach, which provides iron and nitrates that assist open up your blood vessels, fuels your muscles, and supports your nervous system. Vitamin K is another component that most people overlook. This vitamin, which is abundant in spinach, is essential for blood coagulation and bone health. Why is this important? Your legs are constructed on a structure of bone because they are more than just muscle. If your bones are fragile or weak, your leg strength can't be adequately maintained. Together with calcium and vitamin D, vitamin K helps maintain the strength and resilience of your skeletal system. Let's now discuss inflammation. As you age, one of the main causes of muscle deterioration is persistent, low-grade inflammation. It gradually erodes your muscle fibers, joints, and nerves. And if you're eating processed foods, refined carbohydrates, and lacking antioxidants, that inflammation continues to smolder beneath the surface. Anti-inflammatory substances found in spinach, such as vitamin C, flavonoids, and carotenoids, aid to scavenge free radicals and shield your muscle tissues from oxidative damage. This is something I want you to fully comprehend. Your muscles are always breaking down and getting back together. That's normal, but unless you provide your body with the nutrients it needs to rebuild, the repair process slows down as you age. And nutrients like spinach are just what you need for that. They assist the mending process, reduce inflammation, and help prevent muscular atrophy, especially in the legs. Your body is trying to tell you something is amiss if you've ever had your legs feel heavy when you walk, or if you feel like you need to sit down after only a short distance, or if your legs hurt at night. You have a very intelligent body. You're always getting hints from it. Additionally, those indicators frequently indicate dietary deficits, particularly in minerals like potassium and magnesium when it comes to leg weakness. So, how do you get more spinach into your life? It's simple. Start out easy. Put some in your smoothie in the morning. You won't taste it at all. As a side dish, sauté it with garlic and a small amount of olive oil. Add it to stir fries, omelets, stews, and soups. Instead of using iceberg lettuce as the foundation for your salad, use it. Your body starts to restore and regenerate from the inside out the more regularly you eat it. And don't be concerned about going overboard. High in volume, spinach fills you up and promotes healthy weight management, which eases pressure on your knees and legs. It is also very low in calories and extremely friendly on the digestive system. A word of caution. Before significantly increasing your consumption of foods high in vitamin K, such as spinach, if you are using blood thinners like warfarin, see your doctor. Avoiding it is not necessary. Simply follow your dosage schedule consistently to ensure that your medication levels are appropriately controlled. This is what I'll leave you with. Little adjustments have a tremendous impact. Although a single cup of spinach per day might not seem like much, it can help repair years of insufficiency, strengthen muscular function, improve circulation, and lower inflammation, all of which are essential for maintaining strong, stable legs. To begin improving, you don't need pricey therapies or sophisticated supplements. You need to eat the appropriate foods, have the right mindset, and have the right information. And one of the greatest places to start is with spinach, this lovely green gift from the land. Strength isn't just about lifting weights, it's also about what you choose to eat. Remember to nourish your body with purpose and heal it with food. Your body is like a well-tuned machine, my friends. And just like any machine, it needs fuel. Not just any gasoline, but the sort that keeps your engine healthy, strengthens your muscles, burns cleanly, and gives you consistent energy, particularly your legs, which bear the brunt of your body's weight. There are two amazing meals that I want to highlight today for strengthening and repairing your legs. Beets and sweet potatoes. These are not fashionable superfoods for social media. Unlike most supplements, these natural, nutrient-rich, and time-tested powerhouses do more for your legs. First, let's talk about sweet potatoes. In addition to being delicious, these colorful orange root vegetables are a great source of complex carbs. Let me clarify this before you freak out and believe that carbohydrates are terrible. Not every carbohydrate is made equally. Sweet potatoes include healthy carbohydrates that gradually and consistently release energy into your circulation. Your leg muscles require that in order to work correctly. You see, your muscles, particularly the big ones in your legs, depend on glycogen, which is a kind of glucose that is stored. When you move, climb stairs, or get out of a chair, it's like fuel kept in a tank. Your muscles draw on glycogen for energy. And what is the source of that glycogen? From carbohydrate. Your legs feel weak, unsteady, and exhausted if you're not getting enough good carbohydrates. Now, here's where sweet potatoes shine. Because of their high fiber content, they slow down digestion and avoid blood sugar rises. This implies that you have long-lasting energy rather than a brief spike followed by a drop. Additionally, they are abundant in beta-carotene, vitamin C, and B vitamins, all of which are necessary for nerve and cellular energy generation. Remember that your muscles are controlled by those nerves, and your legs won't react as they should if there is poor nerve-to-nerve connection. One of the most crucial electrolytes for muscle function is potassium, which sweet potatoes are an excellent source of. Your leg muscles need potassium each time they contract and relax. It can cause cramping, weakness, and even muscular spasms if you're low in it, which is common among seniors, especially those on blood pressure or heart drugs. Now, let's not forget potassium also helps balance salt in the body. This improves circulation to the lower limbs by lowering blood pressure and water retention. Your legs get achy, stiff, and tired more quickly when there is insufficient blood flow to them. You may practically improve your energy and circulation in your legs by including foods high in potassium, such as sweet potatoes, on your plate. Additionally, don't be scared to consume sweet potatoes on a daily basis. They are quite adaptable. They can be roasted, mashed, baked, air-fried, topped with cinnamon, and drizzled with olive oil. It's comfort food disguised as nature's remedy. Let's go on to something a bit more vibrant and equally potent: beets. One of nature's most powerful sources of natural nitrates are these rich red roots. Stay with me if that seems like a word from chemistry. This is why it's important. Your body transforms those nitrates into nitric oxide when you consume beets. Additionally, nitric oxide helps to widen your blood arteries because it is a vasodilator. Imagine your arteries as pipes carrying water. Nitric oxide helps relax the narrowed and rigid pipes over time, allowing more blood to pass through with less resistance. For your legs, why is that important? Since the muscles in your legs are located farthest from your heart, they require adequate circulation to remain healthy. Your leg muscles cannot effectively receive oxygen and nourishment when blood flow is restricted. This causes weariness, discomfort, and a delayed recovery after exercise or walking. Poor blood flow is the reason why many people over 60 have symptoms like tingling, numbness, cold feet, or a heavy leg sensation. And boosting nitric oxide levels with foods like beets is one of the most natural methods to increase circulation to your legs. Indeed, research has demonstrated that beet juice can help older persons, including those with peripheral artery disease or circulation problems, walk more slowly and use their leg muscles more effectively. It makes it easier for oxygen to get to your muscles, which makes you feel less exhausted and more energized. That's not all, though. Additionally, high in iron, folate, and antioxidants, beets promote the production of healthy red blood cells and the supply of oxygen to the tissues. Because low iron levels prevent your body from producing enough hemoglobin, the oxygen-carrying protein found in red blood cells, iron is particularly vital. This results in exhaustion, dyspnea, and naturally weakness in the legs. Beets also have anti-inflammatory properties. They aid in the fight against persistent inflammation, which weakens muscles and hinders healing. The natural ingredients in beets can help relieve and repair a variety of ailments, including arthritis, and in muscle stiffness and nerve pain. Some individuals now tell me that I don't enjoy the flavor of beets, Dr. Mandell. I understand, but there are inventive ways to incorporate them into your meals. Try adding a little balsamic vinegar while roasting them. Put them in a banana and berry smoothie. The earthiness won't even be detectable. Alternatively, have a tiny glass of beet juice first thing in the morning. Just a few ounces should be used at first. Even though it takes some time for your taste receptors to adjust, your body will notice the difference. I want you to think of sweet potatoes and beets as fuel and flow. Your muscles get energy from sweet potatoes. Beets aid in the blood's effective delivery of that energy. They work in tandem to improve endurance, strengthen your legs, and lessen that sluggish, exhausted feeling in your lower body. Now, keep in mind that while no single food is magical, the body reacts when you start combining the right foods, staying active, drinking enough water, and getting enough sleep. It starts to get better. Muscles begin to repair. The circulation gets better. Pain subsides. You feel more stable, stronger, and lighter. The best part is that these foods have no negative side effects. Your organs are not harmed. They feed your body. They aid in restoring what has been lost due to aging and neglect. What is properly yours is returned to you. Your freedom, your movement, and your self-assurance. I have a straightforward message for you. Give up looking for short-term solutions and begin looking for long-term solutions. We already have what we need from nature. All you need to do is accept it. Consume mindfully, be strong as you walk, live with purpose. Your muscles are made of living tissue. They require ongoing care, upkeep, and nourishment, particularly as you get older. Additionally, your legs need the most care out of all the muscles in your body. Why? Since they put up the most effort. They give you a boost. They keep you steady. They literally carry you through life. And if you're not properly fueling those muscles, they will begin to deteriorate gradually at first, then quickly, until you wonder why you can't get up as easily as you once could. However, things don't have to be this way. At any age, your body is built to repair and replenish. And protein is the one macronutrient that is more important than the others for maintaining strong legs. The building block of muscular tissue is protein. Your body cannot heal injured muscle fibers if it doesn't have enough of it. After action, it is unable to recuperate, and it cannot hold on to the muscular mass you currently have. And because your body becomes less effective at using the protein you eat after the age of 60, this becomes even more important. This implies that in order to maintain your strength and functionality, you actually need more protein, not less. Although there are several protein sources available, I want to concentrate on two of the most potent and comprehensive ones: Greek yogurt and eggs. These two foods provide a nutrient composition that supports your complete muscular and skeletal system, from your legs up, in addition to being high in protein. Let's start with one of nature's most ideal foods, eggs. About 6 to 7 grams of full, high-quality protein are found in each egg. And what completes it? In other words, it supplies all 9 essential amino acids that your body is unable to produce on its own. Your body needs these amino acids as the building blocks for muscle growth and repair. And since your legs have some of the biggest and most used muscles in your body, no area gains more from this than your legs. What's fascinating is this: muscle protein synthesis. The process by which your body creates new muscle depends heavily on certain amino acids, particularly leucine, which is abundant in eggs. Additionally, studies reveal that in order to trigger this muscle-building response, older persons require higher levels of leucine per meal. You may help start this healing process by eating 1 or 2 eggs in the morning, which will provide your leg muscles with the nourishment they need to heal and become stronger. However, because of their vitamin D level, eggs protect your bones in addition to helping with muscle. Bone mineralization and calcium absorption depend on vitamin D. Your legs lose their structural support. Your bones grow brittle, and your balance deteriorates if you don't get enough of it. And you know what? The majority of persons over 60 have vitamin D deficiency. Therefore, when you eat eggs, especially the yolk, you're providing your body with a naturally absorbable type of vitamin D that works in concert with calcium to maintain the strength of your legs from the inside out. Choline, a vitamin that is essential for nerve function, but that many people are unaware of, is also abundant in eggs. Signals from your brain travel through your nerves to control your muscles. Your legs cannot react appropriately if your neural system isn't functioning properly because of inflammation, poor diet, or nutrient shortages. You may feel unsteady, stumble, or have trouble raising your feet. Choline improves control and coordination by maintaining those signals' accuracy and sharpness. Let's go on to Greek yogurt, another amazing leg strengthener. This food is revolutionary for senior citizens. With 15 to 20 grams of protein per serving, more than twice as much as ordinary yogurt, It delivers a potent protein punch. Additionally, Greek yogurt has full protein, which immediately aids in muscle rehabilitation, much like eggs do. This is when Greek yogurt comes in handy because it contains probiotics. These good bacteria help with immune system function, nutrient absorption, and digestive health. What is the connection between gut health and strong legs, you ask? Let me clarify. If your gut is imbalanced, inflammatory, or deficient in beneficial microorganisms, nutrients are absorbed in your digestive tract. Protein, calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D will not be efficiently absorbed by your body. This implies that your muscles can still be lacking in nutrition even if you're eating the correct foods. Greek yogurt helps fix that. It improves digestion, brings your gut back into balance, and makes sure your body can use the nutrients you eat. Better recuperation, reduced inflammation, and stronger muscles, especially in your legs, which are subjected to constant strain and stress, are the results of this. Greek yogurt's abundant calcium content is an additional advantage. Your legs lose strength at the very base, the skeleton, when you don't have enough calcium, the primary mineral in your bones. Up to 20% of your daily calcium requirements can be met by one serving of Greek yogurt, and your body uses calcium considerably more effectively to maintain bone density when combined with vitamin D from eggs or sunshine. Potassium, another ingredient in Greek yogurt, promotes fluid equilibrium in your muscles and helps avoid cramping. This translates to increased mobility, decreased stiffness, and greater freedom in your daily activities. How can you include these items into your routine the most effectively? Serve plain Greek yogurt alongside 2 scrambled or cooked eggs to start your morning. For some natural flavor, add a pinch of cinnamon or a handful of berries, together with bone-building calcium, inflammation-fighting antioxidants, and gut-supporting probiotics. You just gave your body a complete protein profile in one meal. Make yogurt your afternoon snack if you like to have it later in the day. It will stabilize your blood sugar, curb cravings, and provide your legs the protein they need to remain strong, especially after a little workout or a walk. And keep in mind that consistency is essential. Although it won't happen right away, your muscles will start to react if you feed them every day. Walking will help you feel less exhausted. You'll be able to get up more quickly. After a short distance, your legs won't shake. It's nature working in your favor, not magic. By incorporating the proper nutrients into their diet, I've witnessed numerous elders restore their stability, strength, and balance. Clean, functional nourishment that supports the body's natural attempts to heal, mend, and move forward. No surgeries, no medications, and no tricks. Therefore, don't undervalue the power of an egg or a cup of yogurt the next time you see them. There is more to these dishes than just breakfast. They are the keys to your independence, the medication for your legs, and the equipment for your strength. Your muscles will look after you tomorrow if you take care of them today. Most people consider lifting weights, performing squats, or walking more when they want to have strong, healthy legs. Indeed, movement is important. But there is another important aspect that is frequently disregarded. One is circulation, which is equally as crucial as exercise. I have a question for you. Have you ever had the feeling that your legs tire out too quickly? As in, after standing or walking for a while, they begin to feel heavy, tingling, or even a bit numb. Or perhaps, despite the warmth of the rest of your body, your feet feel cold. Your body is trying to tell you that your circulation is having trouble, my friend. You see, our blood vessels become less flexible as we age. The pipelines that transport oxygen-rich blood from your heart to your legs, known as arteries, start to harden. Your lower body will receive reduced blood supply as a result of them narrowing. Additionally, your muscles lack the oxygen, nutrients, and healing components necessary to maintain their strength when they do not receive the blood they require. This explains why a lot of elderly people start to feel tired, have leg cramps, or even lose their balance due to inadequate blood supply as well as weak muscles. Because your thighs, calves, glutes, and legs all depend on regular, healthy circulation. Those muscles cannot function without it. Your body begins to compensate in all the wrong ways as they weaken and shrink. Here's the lovely bit though. Once again, nature has provided us with a potent remedy, and it can be found in beets, one of the planet's most nutrient-dense and deepest red veggies. When it comes to reviving blood flow, particularly in the legs, Beets are among the most therapeutic foods you can consume. Why? Due to their exceptionally high natural nitrate content. The dangerous nitrates present in processed meats are not these. No, your body produces nitric oxide from these naturally occurring substances. Moreover, nitric oxide is a miraculous chemical. It instructs your blood vessels to relax, enlarge, and open up. Consider it similar to enlarging a highway. In this instance, more automobiles allow blood cells to move more efficiently and with less traffic. Nitric oxide causes your blood vessels to widen, which enhances circulation, decreases blood pressure, and makes it easier for oxygen to reach your leg muscles. Now consider the effects that has on your body. Your muscles work better when your legs receive more oxygen and nutrients. They have a more effective contraction, they bounce back more quickly, they get more powerful. You don't get tired as easily. Without your legs screaming at you, you can stand taller, walk farther, and even climb stairs. That's science, not wishful thinking. According to studies, elderly persons who drink beet juice before exercising can eventually walk farther, have better leg endurance, and even build more strength in their lower body. For people with peripheral artery disease, PAD, or chronic venous insufficiency, conditions in which blood does not effectively reach the legs, this is particularly crucial. Beets also contain a chemical called beta-lane, which is a potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory agent. Chronic inflammation impairs the endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels, which hinders their ability to expand and pump blood. Beets help battle that inflammation, keeping your arteries flexible and receptive. However, the advantages don't end there. Additionally, beets are a strong source of iron, which aids hemoglobin in carrying oxygen through the bloodstream, and folate, which promotes the development of red blood cells. No matter how well your circulation is, your legs won't obtain the oxygen they require if your body is iron deficient. This results in exhaustion, dyspnea, and weakened muscles. In order for your blood to adequately nourish your muscles, beets aid in its renewal and vigor. Remember that circulation involves both the effective removal of blood from the legs, as well as the efficient delivery of blood to them. Blood can pool in the lower extremities due to impaired circulation, which can result in discomfort, edema, and a heavy leg sensation. Your legs will feel lighter and more energized since beets help keep your blood flowing in and out. It's true that beets have an earthy flavor, but I understand why some people say, "Dr. Mandell, I don't like the taste." But believe me when I say that it's time to treat food like medicine when your independence and health are at risk. Similar to medicine, you will enjoy the outcome even if you don't like the taste. And beets can be made sweet and soft by roasting them with a little olive oil and sea salt. You can use ginger, carrots, or apples to juice them. They can be chopped into soups, added to salads, or even blended into smoothies. Additionally, beet juice concentrates or powdered beetroot are great substitutes for fresh beets. Just be sure they don't include any preservatives or extra sweeteners. Consistency is crucial. Your circulation, energy level, and leg function can all be significantly improved by include beets in your program 3 to 5 times a week. Additionally, function is just as important as strength. It's about standing up straight, walking with assurance, and even sleeping better because your legs feel more awake and at ease. Your legs are your foundation in case you forgot. Everything changes when they become weaker. Your world shrinks as you walk less, move less, and interact with others less. But it doesn't have to be that way. Without the need of medications or negative side effects, you can naturally open your blood vessels, support your legs, and feed your muscles. The best part is that you already have this power in your kitchen. It's not a pill bottle. You must begin to view food as information for your body, rather than just as calories. Beets tell your muscles, "Here comes oxygen," your blood vessels to relax, and your legs, "I've got your back." Make beets a regular part of your life if you're prepared to take the next step, both literally and figuratively. Give your legs the freedom, nutrition, and oxygen they've been aching for. Please let me know where you're coming from today before we begin. Please feel free to ask any questions you may have and leave a comment below. Additionally, remember to click the subscribe button and enable notifications so you don't miss any of Senior Health Tips' top health advice. And I want to know whether you're with me if you're now watching. If this video resonates with you, type 1 in the comments section. If not, type 0. Strong legs are about flow, not just muscle. And beets are a better way to restore that flow than nearly anything else found in nature. Your legs are ready to move, your body is ready to heal, so give them the resources they require and see what happens.